right now. What do you make of what is happening in APC when an incumbent governor could not get a return ticket?
Well, I think it's absolutely disgraceful what has happened in APC because, you see, it would seem that the whole idea in APC is that everybody should be serving one man. And if you are not ready to serve that one man, then you are out, so to speak. And that one man is the person who decides who is who, and everybody has to worship him, everybody has to bring dues to him, and it's not a political party, it's more like a mafia organization.
You were very close to him before now. Has he always been like that?
Very close to who?
The former governor.
Which former governor?
The president you are referring to.
Well, I was never very close to him. Yes, we were together in the Senate. We were together. We fought for the June 12, restoration of June 12, and I was his deputy. But certainly, if the way he treated me when I was his deputy governor was the way you treat somebody who's very close to you, then I'm sorry. I think it leaves much, much, much to be desired.
Do you think the PDP stand a chance in this election?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Because I believe everybody's fed up with APC. What have they done for the people? They have impoverished the people. They have driven businesses away to other countries. So what is the benefit to the other ordinary person? People are starving. Very few people can even afford 1 square meal a day in Nigeria today.
Because a lot of people, a lot of people in Lagos have this feeling that APC is synonymous to Lagos, and Lagos is synonymous to the APC.
APC is not synonymous to Lagos, and Lagos cannot be synonymous to APC. Just because one person thinks that they have Lagos State in their pocket does not mean to say that APC is synonymous to APC.
Myself, somebody that I sat with and discussed this with, he said, look, Najatu, you are trying to choose between the devil and the dipsy. I said, yes, absolutely. But I'd rather go with the dipsy. If Allah helps me, I'll be like Jonah. As Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish, God Almighty delivered him, he will deliver me. But there is no winning with the devil. In this case, Asiwaju is the devil. There is no winning. Because you cannot relate to a person that has lost it upstairs. If he is physically unfit and he is mentally okay, we can manage. At least you know you can hold him accountable. But in this case, you know that those hangers on are only pushing him, knowing that he cannot do it, and they will be the beneficiaries. They will be, he's just there like an idol. And you just, they will be, his wife will be doing the ruling. She will rule over the country. And the other hangers on, they even hate Asiwaju, as far as I'm concerned. Because you cannot put somebody that is ill mentally into a position of leadership. What sort of people are we? This thing will come back and consume every single one of us.
The video you just watched, the videos you just watched, are people who have worked closely with Asiwaju Bola at different locations. The first video was that of former Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Akerele Botman. She was the first Deputy Governor that Asiwaju Bola worked with. Now, this is when Asiwaju Bola you can say that he was, quote unquote, in his youth. Yet, Asiwaju Bola was so difficult to work with that he had to impeach 2 of his deputy governors. He is probably the only governor in Nigeria that worked with three different deputy governors in his 8 years as governor of Lagos State. It is a demonstration of Tinubu's intolerance of those who are not ready to look his boot. Tinubu ensured that Mrs. Buckner was impeached. When he impeached Mrs. Buckner using the State House of Assembly, no, he was about to impeach the woman, then the woman resigned. He was about to impeach the woman resigned. And this is a woman who was part of the June 12 struggle and everything. Because she has a mind of her own, wanted to assert herself. Tinubu could not stand it. I'm giving you this background because I'm going somewhere. Because I will relate it to what is about, what will happen if Nigerians allow Tinubu to become president. Now, Tinubu replaced Buckner with Dr. Femi Pedro. Femi Pedro became his deputy governor when Buckner resigned. As he was in his second term, Buckner expressed intention to succeed his boss, which is his right to do, to become the next governor of Lagos State. Tinubu took offense and began to plot to deal with him. The man moved to Labour Party. While he was in the Labour Party, while he moved on the Labour Party, Tinubu began to make arrangements to impeach him. Knowing the implication of being impeached, Pedro struggled and wrote a letter of resignation. Tinubu refused to accept his letter of resignation and ensured that he was impeached by the Lagos State government, by the Lagos State House of Assembly. When he was impeached, then Sarah Adebisi Sosan became the deputy governor of Lagos State. That was how Tinubu, because of his intolerance of opposing views, served with three deputy governors. Now we are in 2023. Tinubu is going for president. You can tell that if Nigerians make a mistake in putting Tinubu and Shettima at the Asuro Villa, what played out in Lagos State will be a child's play. Because you heard from Mrs. Buckner that if the way that Tinubu treated him was the way Tinubu treats people who are close to him, then it is nothing to write home about. And look at who is his running mate, Shettima. Now, can Shettima and Tinubu work together? Can Nigeria entrust the future of this country on Shettima and Tinubu? Given Tinubu's history of always fighting with his deputy governors when he was governor and ensuring the removal or impeachment of two of them. Can a leopard change his spots? And now we are at a situation where we are having a situation where somebody who is running for president, some people are questioning his mental capacity to be the president. You can see what Yar'Adua Mohammed said. He said that Tinubu becoming president will be the people who will be running the country will be different set of people. He said it is the wife that will be ruling the country. You heard her. He said it's the wife. Because when she had interacted with Tinubu, when she said A, Tinubu will say B. That's what she said. That's not my word. So she is questioning the soundness of the mind of Tinubu. Now, from what she was saying, talking about the wife of Tinubu ruling the country, do you think that the northern elite or the Kanuris will take that? Because if Tinubu cannot perform, you can bet that Shettima will do everything to be in control. And that will lead a struggle in the presidency, leadership struggle. You know what this thing has cost this country in the past. Remember Yar'Adua and Jonathan. Part of the problem we are having today that threw in Buhari was because of that problem. If there were no Yar'Adua and Jonathan administration in which Yar'Adua died, perhaps Buhari would not have emerged president. Why do I say this? When Yar'Adua died on May 10th, 2010 or so, is it around May 5th or so, May 5th, 2010, Jonathan became the president. Even before Jonathan could become president, it took a lot of war, because when Yar'Adua was incapacitated, some vested interest in the villa wanted to make sure that Jonathan does not become acting president. We know what this country passed through, the stress and strain this country passed through. Can we risk that kind of thing again? Can we risk that kind of thing again? This country passed through a lot of stress and strain. It took a lot of pressing for Jonathan to be allowed to become acting president. And when he wanted to contest for president in 2011, northern elite in PDP said that it was not the turn of Jonathan to run, that he should not run. It took a lot of persuasion before they allowed him to run in 2011. Now, when he ran in 2011 and won, when he decided to run for second time, the North was ready to go to war to stop Jonathan from getting a second time. This is what you get when there is issue of ill health of the president in a country like Nigeria, where religion and ethnicity are two big cleavages that are holding this country down. Can we afford this in 2023? Now you may seem rosy between Asiwaju Bola, Tinubu and Shettima. When the issue reached that of incapacitation, or that the presidency does not have the mental capacity, as Nigerians is alleging, that will be a very serious problem that will, like Nigerian Muhammad said, that may consume the whole country. Can Nigeria risk a Tinubu presidency? Where it is, Nigerians are alleging that the person who will be running the country will be his wife. Will they allow the wife to run the country? Will the cabals that will emerge allow her to run the country? That is the issue. That is the thing, that a disaster that is about to, that will envelop this country if this country doesn't do the right thing. by ensuring that they elect somebody who will not be costing the taxpayers money to be treated abroad, somebody who will not have to be taking medical leaves all the time, somebody who is agile, somebody who will be in the country hands-on to solve the problem of Nigeria, somebody who is healthy, because this country cannot afford a president who is going to be sick and somebody will be running, somebody else unelected will be running the country. Can Nigeria afford it? That is the question you should ask yourself, those of you who think that Tinubu is the solution to our problem. Is Tinubu really the solution to our problem or part of the bigger problem that is about to come to Nigeria if Nigerians allow him to emerge the president? Think about what happened under Yar'Adua. Think about what happened even between Osibanjo and Buhari in the first 6 years of Buhari's reign, when he was in and out of hospital. Can this country afford a repeat of that in 2023? Can Nigeria afford it? Look at the level economic indices of Nigeria. Can Nigeria afford a president that will not be hands-on? Nigeria is facing existential threats. Insecurity has almost overwhelmed Nigeria. Nigerian inflation rate has hit the roof. Unemployment rate is the highest in the world. Poverty rate is the highest in the world. Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. Can we afford putting in a president who will be suspicious, will be suspecting about his state of mind? Because right now that you are seeing Asiwaju Bola is because of campaign. If somebody like him is elected, you won't see him again. I can tell you for free, you will not see him again. He will not attend any public function. This one he is struggling to visit people, to do all this, just because of the campaign. How can Nigerians tolerate this? Najatu Mohammed has said something. People should listen to her. While I do not approve the candidate of Najatu, her position on Tinubu should worry Nigerians. What Nigeria needed now is a president that has his health intact, a president that will be treated in Nigerian hospitals if he is sick. And the presidential candidate right now that comes ready to mind is peterobi. He is the one that is not going to be flown abroad now and again. He is the one that will be a hands-on president. If there is problem in Borno, he will flew there. If there is problem in Bayelsa, he will jump into the boat to go and see it. He will be a hands-on president. He has the capacity. He has the physical strength. He has all it takes. And Obasanjo alluded to some of these qualities when he endorsed him on January 1st. How can we have Nigerians who want to blindly walk into the same trap of Yar'Adua Jonathan presidency? This one will be much more devastating for the country. I can tell you for free, the power struggle will be so intense that the country will be consumed. why are some Nigerians supporting something that is not in the best interest of the country, except on their things that, but for their personal interest. So this video is basically, I made this video to remind Nigerians of what happened under Yar'Adua and what the history of Tinubu with his deputies, even when he was in a sounder mind as governor. And now that Najatu is alleging that his state of mind is questionable to run a country like Nigeria, a country of over 200 million people. Nigerians, be wise. What we are passing through today was as a result of the death of Yar'Adua. And the North wanted to take power by all means in 2015. Today, even the North has been consumed by violence by non-state actors. A large swath of northern lands occupied by bandits and insurgents. Communities driven away, millions of IDPs. In the southeast, insecurity, and those in leadership don't give a damn. If you trace the history of this current insecurity in Nigeria, you will locate it at what happened in 2010 onwards, when Yar'Adua died. And some people felt it was wrong for power to leave the North and go back to the South. A word is enough for the wise. Nigerians should think about it. Those who are marketing Tinubu should think about it. They should put the country first and not about their selfish interests. Najatu has said a whole lot of things about these people who are marketing Asiwaju at the expense of the country. They have not been able to counter this woman in what she has alleged against Bola in terms of his mental capacity. Can Nigeria afford a repeat of the Yar'Adua era? The Yar'Adua Jonathan era was an era that we Nigerians should avoid. It is not true that history repeats itself. What is true is that men repeat history. Let us not repeat that history. We have peterobi. Nigeria has peterobi. Who can do the job? Let us not walk ourselves into a disaster. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like this video, Google will rank it higher and recommend it for more people. With more people watching it, more people will see the need to reject Bola to the Bush ticket and vote for peterobi, so that the country can be saved from a repeat of the disaster that enveloped this country as a result of the death of Yar'Adua and other crises that resulted from the capacitation of Yar'Adua for several years, for some 2 years or thereabout before he died, which the country is still paying the price for. Thank you, and God bless you.